13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Wizards of Houston taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Jones on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Looking at it 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Corey Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Colt defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. And it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They go play action with Richardson. That's to the tight end, Mallory. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The Colts at 500 hit 6 and 6. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Powering his way forward. And he gets it down to the 32. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They throw it out right complete, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down, and as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Flush to his right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
11, hang it. Here we go.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's got it down to the 28. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Wizards post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
On 1st down, Richardson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Off play action, Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this done inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On for the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. The play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Colts.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. An extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 bowl game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
First down, Houston.
On first down, Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Look, both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. Back to the ground with ETN. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. ETN once more. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Wizards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Richardson to throw off play action. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On the return is Jones. Touchdown. Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive come. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, ETN once more. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Brings up second and 11 at the Colts 13-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Wizards get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
35, Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Third and 2.
Richardson looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
The Colts take over first and 10.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because Maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they'll run with ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up second and goal at the 6.
Now Lawrence. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley from 6 yards away. And the Wizards are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Forrest-Sade and Lurican. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Handoff running left is ETN. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Wizards add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. That's caught, and this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Okay, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action with Richardson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
That's into the hands of Woods.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They go play action now. Lawrence work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.